first outside hitter for...
What if one player could redefine an entire position? Simeon Nikolov is proving it. His setting is so advanced, it's leaving opponents lost and analysts playing catch-up. This is what the future of volleyball looks like right now. Act 1. Emergence and breakout. He was barely 18 when he stepped onto the American collegiate stage, a tall, lanky setter from Sofia, Bulgaria, carrying more than raw athleticism. He carried a legacy. In 2025 at Long Beach State Beach, he didn't just play, he exploded into the spotlight. That freshman season wasn't ordinary by its end. Nikolov had redefined what a freshman setter could accomplish. He led the nation in aces per set, shattered Long Beach State and Conference single-season records, and nearly rewrote the NCAA record books. He didn't just set balls, he served bullets, attacked, blocked, defended. By season's end, he had earned nearly every major honor: Freshman of the Year, Player of the Year, All-American First Team, a hat trick earned by virtually no one before. Act 2. Mechanics and style. What makes him different? But the magic isn't just in stats. What really caught eyes was how he set and how he served. This was no classical setter-only performance. When he served, he didn't just put the ball in play, he pushed it with pace, power, precision. When he set, it wasn't about a perfect pass, sometimes it was a weapon. There was a subtlety in his flick, the way his fingers pushed the ball, the way his wrist guided trajectory, the rhythm and timing that gave hitters split-second advantage. Sometimes the ball floated just right, sometimes the arc was unexpected, deceiving blockers, and he didn't only rely on setting. On more than one play, he didn't set at all. Instead, he attacked. A dump, a surprise ball over the net, catching the other team off guard. That kind of aggressive versatility, setter who serves bombs, sets with uncanny precision, hazards, dumps or attacks, disrupted expectations. It blurred the lines between classic setter roles and all-round offensive threats. Act 3. Decision-making and court vision. In high-pressure moments, it wasn't brute strength that carried him, it was vision. When blockers closed in, he didn't panic, he adjusted. He read blocks, watched positioning, shifted the offense. Sometimes the ball would go to the outside, sometimes to the middle, sometimes a dump, sometimes a fake set. His assists per set, around 10, tell only part of the story because many of those sets weren't safe sets. They were strategic choices, sets meant to create confusion, set up deception, or exploit a gap. His style pressed offensive tempo and transformed the rhythm of the match. On top of that, he didn't shun defense. He chipped in blocks, digs, even kills. For a setter, he contributed across the stat sheet, a rare triple threat. Act 4. Team impact and legacy in the making. His teammates and coaches quickly noticed. It didn't matter if you were a hitter, a middle, and outside. When Nikolov ran the show, everyone elevated. The offensive sets were sharper, the timing tighter, the confidence higher. The blockers hesitant to commit, unsure whether he'd set or attack. When Long Beach State marched to the NCAA championship final and swept their opponent decisively, it wasn't just skill, it was game-shaping, and Nikolov was at the center. He wasn't just a freshman setter, he was the engine behind a dominant championship run. Because of him, what was considered normal for a setter was being challenged. What if setters didn't just set? What if they served killer aces, attacked, defended, blocked? What if they ran the back row and also threatened at the net? What if the slot of setter stopped being a limitation and became a wild card? Act 5. Next stage. Professional leap and the future. And now he's stepping into his next chapter. After that standout freshman year, Nikolov signed a professional contract with BC Lokomotiv Novosibirsk in Russia, a move that many regard as the first test of whether his style works at top-tier pro levels. It's a leap from collegiate hype to professional scrutiny, but if his transition mirrors his freshman breakout, fast, decisive, game-changing, then we might be witnessing more than a climb. We might be witnessing the reinvention of a role. Because this isn't just career in motion, this is volleyball evolving. And as Nikolov runs plays, delivers serves, fakes sets, and reshapes expectations, we aren't just watching points being scored, we're watching history being written. If you love volleyball, watch closely because you might be seeing the future. One flick, one serve, one setter at a time.